If I could go with you. Oh boy, we about to make a lot of people annoyed and Croy. You better know I know how to sneak with them toys. Employed with the block since around 94, boy. And if I could flow with you, then dot though after the studio, I roll with you. I send Dutch and 3 other goons to go get you. Sicario, the name whole weights the whole issue. Grown men keep on crying, get more tissues. The way me and this girlie rhyming is so official that I'm taking a trip to with no pistols. Cause everything peace, only saying no streets. Little Miami Heat, that's the plan, we'll see. 2 cups, more than Signando when the sand beats. I think
what is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Today we talking about one of the most beloved Creed scents on the market, one with a tropical vibe to it. Of course, we're talking about the one and only Virgin Island water. Now, if you care to learn more about the Creed brand and the history and the evolution of Creed, I recommend you check out the video that I did on Green Irish Tweed. I'll link to that in my description. That was the first Creed video that I did, and so we talked about the brand in that video. Now, Virgin Island water, first and foremost, is a tropical scent, okay? And it was a scent that was influenced by a sailing trip that Oliver Creed took to Ginger Island in the Caribbean. And because of that, he created this scent. It was released in 2007. And if you've never been to the Caribbean, then I can see where it might be hard to understand how gorgeous everything is there. From the sounds of the ocean to the beautiful skies and sand to the smells of the island, fresh coconut and rum and lime and sea salt, and all those beautiful aromas that lay the inspiration for this gorgeous scent. I've often said that I'm surprised that Creed made this scent. I couldn't see another niche brand, perhaps with the exception of Bond No. 9, since they seem to like using Creed scents as reference points for their scents. I couldn't see anyone but them really releasing a scent like this. And when I say that, what do I mean? Well, to be frank and honest, I mean a scent that could be looked at as sort of hokey. There's a scent called Coconut Lime Verbena that the Body Shop used to make that a lot of people compare to this. And that was about $30 and smelled like a Body Shop scent. Kind of had that artificial vibe to it. And I was surprised that Creed would make anything that could be compared to a Body Shop scent. Obviously, brands like Nasamato and Frederic Malle and Amouage and Xerjoff aren't doing that. And that sort of brought Creed down in my eyes. And we're going to talk about that more in the review of this fragrance. Now, pricing with this is almost the same as all Creed scents. It can really vary. If you go the retail route, which I advise you do if you want the newest, freshest batch, you're going to pay $315 for a 100 ml bottle, $260 for a 60 ml bottle, and $160 for a 1 ounce 30 ml bottle. But there is that lovely gray market, and you can get a 4 ounce bottle on sites like Amazon or FragranceNet for about half off retail price. I paid $160 for this scent with delivery. I got mine off Amazon. Anytime I plan on buying a scent, I always like to check Amazon to see if I can get a little bit cheaper. You know, I like Amazon because you get it the day after you order it, and I'm always able at least to save a little bit of money by ordering from that site. And as I said, you can find a good deal of Creed fragrances from those cheaper sites, FragranceNet, Beauty Encounter, and Amazon. Now, as far as your presentation goes, normal Creed box with a silver label with blue Virgin Island water and green. A lot of the boxes vary for Creed stuff depending what market they're sold in, but obviously you could tell this isn't that bullshit, fake shit because it has the Creed embossing is detailed. All the words are spelled, the grammar is correct. When you look at the actual bottle, and you know there's a couple things that'll let you know. The tube veers off nicely and correctly. The cap has good detailing to it. The inside of the cap is white. It has that Death Spray Creed like Death Star mist. As you can see, you know, just one more squeeze. Really, it's a hell of a lot of fragrance, and you can really feel that pump action. And then you can see sort of here, if I can get it to focus, the Creed on the top. I don't think it's going to focus, son of a mother. But the Creed's very detailed there, and this sits very nicely on top, so it's official. And I actually really like this Creed bottle. I like the clear ones, like Millesime, and this one better than like the Aventus, which is half covered by a black sticker, and the Green Irish Tweed, which is, in my bottle at least, it's a dark, like a black dark green bottle. So I really like the presentation on these clear Creed fragrances. Now, as we said, this scent was created in 2007. Top notes are going to be white bergamot, Jamaican lime and Sicilian mandarin. Middle notes are going to be copra, which is the inner white flesh of coconut, Indian jasmine, sweet hibiscus, yin lang, cold and spicy ginger, and the base is going to be made up of sugarcane, musk, and white rum. And what is not to like about those notes? Really sounds like a tropical cocktail of paradise. So as much as I sort of leered at this scent, I was also extremely intrigued and did want to see if it was better than those other generic scents that you can get in every mall in America. I really wondered, was this worth the price tag? And if not worth the Creed price tag, well then how about that secondary market price tag? Could a coconut lime scent, which is at its base what virgin water basically is, justify a price tag of over $150? Abso-fucking-lutely. This might be my favorite Creed scent ever. Close to my favorite of all of them that I own. I definitely like it better than Aventus and Millesime Imperial and Royal Oud. The one I'm not sure about that's close to in terms of which one I like better is Green Irish Tweed. But when people compare this to a mole scent or say that this is a scent that you can get in a woman's lingerie store, it just shows that they know nothing, Jon Snow. And I'll tell you what, I knew nothing either because I was one of those people. But just my first spray of this scent really opened my world up. It opened so beautifully with that rum and nice white rum, like a good white rum, like something from Florida Cana or a Cuban rum like Havana Club, and that lime and really nice, fresh and sweet lime. The coconut is not cloying at all. It is at the back end and the front of this fragrance. You get that little blast of floral, ginger, sugar cane. If you ever smell what fresh sugar cane smells like, this will smell extremely familiar to you. And as it dries down, it gets just sort of slightly floral. You know, that jasmine really starts to come out, which is the insinuation of that white musk. And I think that generations of perfumers are going to have a hard time making a better high-end tropical scent. Creed did what I thought was not possible in making a coconut scent unbelievably classy and sophisticated. Now, Healy, who's done, they've done Selmarin and a bunch of other scents that people really like, Malt Fresh and the bells of lemons, of whatever it is, the bells of something of oranges and lemons. I forget the exact name of it, but they do some pretty good hot weather scent, and they actually just put out a scent called Coco Bello, which is like supposed to be a tropical scent for people who don't like tropical scents, and I want to see how they do that, because it's supposed to be not so a subtle coconut scent in that, but man, is it going to be hard to top this. Really, really is. The difference between the mall scents and the Body Shop's coconut lime verbena, you know, and this is very, very simple. I can clear the whole thing up for you in a matter of moments. The Body Shop's version of this scent and cheap coconut scents really smell synthetic. They all try hard to be like a pina colada on the beach. They add too much sweetness to the scents, and even the lime is exaggerated to a point of foolishness. This doesn't do that. This wisely relies on high-end notes that don't have to be so obvious and forward. Those scents are lap dances at Magic City. This scent is Sophia Loren gazing into your eyes and brushing against your arm. It is the insinuation of these notes. It's not obvious. It's suggestive and brilliant. Anyone can grab some sweet coconut and throw it into a scent. Plenty have. Creed did a scent like this the right way. Now, this scent to me at least can be unisex. The price may throw some people off, but a couple can split this scent. It makes it much more affordable. The price might prohibit certain age ranges, but it should not, because anyone can wear this scent and enjoy this scent, especially anyone who just wants to have fun and smell good. Longevity with this scent is good. I find it to have a great longevity, more so than other Creed scents, honestly. Maybe I just got a good batch coat or it really works on my skin, but this projects well and lasts long. So I only go with 3 sprays of this, one on my chest and one behind each ear, because you easily can overdo it with a scent like this, and you don't want to do that with tropical scents. And while some might say this is an ideal scent to wear on a tropical vacation if you head down to Miami, I'm not so sure that's true. So much of that geography has those natural smells, and you probably just blend in there instead of sticking out. I live on the Upper East Side of New York City, in Manhattan, and there's nothing even remotely tropical here, unless you count the bum down my block who wears a Hawaiian shirt. So I really like throwing this on when it's hot out just to take my mind away. Now, rating this, I have to take account that in order to cop the big 4-ounce boy with tax, you're looking at almost $350 both. For $350 straight up. And if you go the gray market route, you're playing fragrance Russian roulette. But guess what, guys? This is the first Creed scent that I think I'd consider paying retail for. But at $160, it is a steal, and it is a 9 out of 10 for me, solid. I don't love Creed's presentation. The boxes seem cheap. The bottles are just okay. atomizers are off the hook. For $300 plus, I'm not looking for the presentation of the Infidel by Agonist, but you know, look at how houses like By Killian and Amouage package and bottle their fragrances. As I said, not complaining about the atomizers, which I'm surprised terrorists don't use to spread toxic gases. These atomizers are incredible. But I just don't like the presentation that much, and especially the packaging at full retail price. I feel like it's really ridiculous. I think Creed needs to go back to the drawing board on that. But this is definitely going to be one of my summer signatures. I'm so freaking happy I bought this. You know, every month I pick about 10 cents, 2 niches, 4 designer, and 4 or 5 cheapies. And I was really upset because I spent a good deal of paper this month on a designer scent I've been pretty bummed out about. We'll talk about that later in the month. And so I needed some redemption. And I had really only briefly encountered Virgin Island water, so I was a little nervous. But boy, has Creed delivered with Virgin Island water. Yes, you cannot wear this scent year-round. And yes, the packaging is just so-so. But for what it is, you could just not do better. No way, no how. Straight up, real talk. This is a really good scent. So check it out, guys. Like, I mean, I can't recommend it high enough. Obviously, a 9 out of 10 is pretty good. And you guys know, if you watch my show for a long time, you know I have a sort of love-hate thing with Creed. And so I'm being very honest with this. And I just think this is awesome. I really, really do. I really like this. And as I said, this will always be in my rotation, or my collection, one way or the other. I'll always have a bottle of this for the summertime. It just makes me happy. And I think this is going to create a lot of good memories for me, this scent. So great job by Creed. Coming up this week, we are going to have my starting lineup. My summer starting lineup video will be up on Wednesday. And next week, we are going to take a look at a Prada fragrance that is pretty good for this time of year. Cody Doc just reviewed it, and I'm going to do my own take on Luna Rosa coming up, and my starting lineup video. And then a lot of good stuff coming up. I think the week after that, we're going to do the new Bond No. 9, http www.bondnumber9.com scent. I've smelled it already. A lot of people are comparing it to Aventus. Is that true? Just have to watch to find out. All right. Anyway, my name is Maximilian, and I must know.
If I can go, I'll pack my